What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today I have a short horror film reaction for all of you. This one here is titled Don't Feed the Cat. And it's a short horror film by J. Zachary Thurman. Okay, so it's my first time in his channel. I've never seen any of J. Zachary Thurman's content. I've never seen any of his videos, so I am, as usual, very excited to check this one out. I'm hoping that it's going to be good, and it's actually funny that I ran into this video here because, well, that this video was recommended here as well because where I currently live at, my neighbor has like 5 cats that are just kind of roaming around his yard, and it smells really bad. Honestly, like these cats look very malnourished. They're not living the best conditions. And one of them just had like 1 kitten too. So it's like, I've only seen it a few times and it just disappeared. So I don't know where it went, but super cute little kitty. But they're obviously scared of you. They won't let you get near them or anything. They are stray cats for the most part, right? Even though they're hanging out at the neighbor's house. But they're always located outside. They're just kind of roaming around the street. And there are 2 cats that always kind of just sit in front of my porch there and just relax there. Most of the day it gets no sunlight there. It's always shady. So right now in California it's really sunny and it's hot, at least where I'm located at in California. And all the cats, they're just looking for shady areas. So all that area in the front of my house is super fresh and full of shade. So they're always just there, and every now and again, I feel so bad for these little kitties that I want to just take out a bowl of food, of something to feed them, some water. But I know that if I do that, they're going to call the rest of their buddies, and who knows how many other cats I might attract into my porch there. So I'm definitely not taking that risk. But this one here is called Don't Feed the Cat. So maybe this is a sign of something telling me like, hey, don't feed those cats. Aside from my own assumption of what's going to happen after I feed the cats, maybe something else might occur. Who knows, right? But anyways, yeah, so I love cats. First of all, I love cats. I love dogs. I hope to have one of my own someday. I'm not financially ready, or, well, I mean, time-wise, I am kind of ready. I have a lot of time I spend at my house, but most of my time, but as for money, I know that they're really expensive to take care of and all of that. So you got to take them to the doctor or the vet and get them the food they need and all of that, and take care of them, spend time with them, all of that. So, I might just visit a few places that have cats and dogs and then just go back home. Well, I don't have to do all of that, but just kidding. Now, hopefully one day I do get a cat or a dog and then just finally have them at my place. But right now I'm renting, so I think once I have my actual house and it's bigger, it has a bigger yard and all that, I'll definitely look into investing in a cat and a dog. What the heck, have them both just roaming around. But anyways, I'm drifting off into something else. So let's go ahead and jump into this, guys. But before I do, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below and that bell notification if you are enjoying the content. All right, so if you also want to watch this original video, if you also want to watch this original video for yourself, I'm going to leave it linked down below in the description area. Let's go ahead and jump into this, guys, and let's get scared.
Yeah, I just got here.
Good, so he needs some warm clothes. The bedroom's down the hall to the
Okay.
right. I already pulled out a few of his suitcases for you. Grandpa left a to-do list for you. Should just be some simple chores.
Mom, this is not sanitary.
He's old and confused, Chloe.
All right, where's this list?
I told him to leave it on the refrigerator.
What fridge?
The one in the kitchen.
No, Mom, like there is no fridge.
God.
But knowing him could be,
Honey, thanks for doing this. It means a lot. Poor Dad.
never mind, I found it. In the oven. Does Grandpa have a cat?
No? Why?
3, don't feed the cat.
That's his Alzheimer's speaking. He's not a cat
Okay,
person. I don't
well, I guess I'm gonna get to work, and I'll see you soon.
Okay. I love you.
All right, I love you, bye.
Be safe.
That flower is. Those flowers are dead. Or thirsty. There is a cat.
Oh my god.
Dang, you can't see anything.
Ugh,
Yeah.
damn it.
I was gonna say, that's a good idea. She's peeking under before she opens the door.
I'll be right back, Kitty. He has a cat locked in the basement.
What? Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's obvious. It's super hungry, and there's no food anywhere.
Honey, I don't know what to say. I guess try and find something for it to eat.
Hang on. Yep.
I think he got
Yeah. Convenient.
There's one here now. Listen.
Oh, poor thing. Natalia
Aw.
must have been down there. I had no idea. Dad, you need to stay in bed. Your nurse said you can't. Chloe, Grandpa's acting up. I've got to run. I'll
Sounds
see you when you
cute.
get here, okay?
Okay. Okay. Here, kitty kitty. Hey, kitty kitty. Hey, kitty kitty. Oh, poor baby. You're hungry, huh? You hungry? Your tongue is so scratchy. Uh-huh. Yeah, you're hungry.
Oh, stop putting your fingers in
You're a
there.
hungry kitty, huh? Oh. Okay. Okay, kitty, this is all I have, okay?
Oh, God.
Oh. Kitty, I'm so sorry there's no more. Poor thing. Okay, kitty, I'll be back, okay? You'll be a good kitty, okay? Okay. Oh. Okay. Of course. I'm coming.
Oh, she actually got it open.
Kitty, kitty, you're free.
Oh, don't go in there.
Come on. Now you're hiding. Here, kitty, kitty, come on. After all that, okay, well, I'm gonna leave.
Good choice.
All right, kitty, here I go. All right, scaredy cat.
Dang. Oh my God, that got me. Yo, oh my gosh. Well, you know what? One thing I'm hoping is that I hope these cats. I hope this film that I watched today is not a sign telling me that these cats are possibly demons hanging around my house. Cause, oh my God. All right, let's see. Well, this one was pretty short, straight to the point. Yeah, I don't have much to say about this one. It was really good. It was well acted. That house was terrible. I mean, oh my God. I am a clean person. I love having a clean environment around me, organized. You can see there's like no mess around me. Okay, there's not much you can see behind me, right? Just an empty wall. But I have a couple things in the closet, a couple things over there that you guys can't see, but everything is organized around my house. If I don't have my environment organized, I can't focus. So it's not like I'm a clean freak or anything. What is that? I know there's a word for that. I can't even think about it right now, but it's when you're like too clean. See if it comes to mind. I know it. I can't remember right now. But anyway, I'm not like that either. But I just like to keep everything organized. So when I saw this house in this film here, I just wanted this character to just grab everything and throw it out the window, just burn it in some kind of campfire or something, and rebuild the whole dang house, or even just tear it down and rebuild it, because everything was just messed up. And there's a lot of people that they have like things that they buy at the grocery stores and all that, and they put them in places where they don't go, like almost everything you get, like loaves of bread and canned food and all that, it goes in cabinets. But some people put them in the oven, other people put them in the dishwasher. My mom is a person that does that. Like, she puts chips and cereals, and when I used to live with her, right, she'll put like chips and cereals and all kinds of candies in the dishwasher, and she wouldn't use it. I'm not saying she's a messing person, but she just put things anywhere. It was just like she didn't put them in the right place, and that just drove me crazy. So as soon as I saw this, man, first thing I thought was, man, this house needs to be cleaned. And this girl's obviously disgusted by the environment as well. She doesn't want to touch anything, and she's just there to kind of pick up a note, right? To pick up a note that says a couple of things that she has to do there, and the notes in the oven too, which is, I guess that's the person's fridge there. And it's not the grandpa's house, right, that she went into. Well, anyway, she's in there, and before she leaves the house, she hears a cat in the distance, meowing. And so she goes to the basement. This is where she gets closer to the sounds of the cat meowing. And the cat is behind this door, that has like a padlock on it. And clearly that's a sign that you should not get in there. That, anything that has a padlock, there's either something really dangerous behind it or something very, personal. But this girl, first she's, doing all the right things. She's listening to this cat, and she feels sorry for it, right? I mean, I would too. I'm a pretty big softie for that. So she goes and tries to find some food for it. And, she's on the phone with her mom, and the mom also hears the cat as well, right? So she's talking to her on the phone. She goes through the whole kitchen area looking for something for the cat to eat. And, well, conveniently, she finds a can of tuna. And she opens that can and goes back to the door, and she feeds the tuna through the bottom of the door, which I actually like that she kind of tried to peek under the door, see if she saw anything. Maybe, hoping a paw would kind of stick out. They always kind of stick their paws out or something through the door, squeeze through there. I'm surprised, she didn't think something was strange, because there was nothing kind of sticking out through the bottom of the door. But I'm glad that she peeked under anyway, rather than trying to open the door or all of that, right? I'm sure she saw the padlock right in the beginning, so only option was to peek under. And so she feeds the tuna through that area, through the bottom of the door, and as she's feeding the cat, you can hear that the cat is going from like all these like soft, kind of crying, kind of meows, to more of like growls and, more angry type of sounds. And now she thinks she's just like getting a little angry because she ran out of tuna. And she just reassures the cat like, oh, I'll be back, and she's probably going to go grab more tuna. As she's walking away, she hears the cat meowing again, kind of go from like angry to crying again. And this is where she can't hold back anymore. And she goes to the kitchen to look for something to open that padlock area, or crack open the door where it's, where it has the lock on it. And she finds a hammer in the in the dishwasher, right? And she's just like, you can see her face. She goes like, of course. Like a person like this would just have random things just sitting anywhere in the kitchen. Like there's no specific spot for anything. And there's people like that in real life, you know. So she goes and grabs a hammer out of the dishwasher, and then she goes back to the door and cracks it open. And I'm like, man, I don't know why she's doing this, but she opens the door, and when the door opens, it's super dark. I'm like, something's gonna just jump out at her, and I'm just gonna get super scared here. But no, nothing jumps out at her. Everything's just kind of quiet, and you can't really look into the basement there. So she hits the light switch there, and the light, of course, instead of it being just natural light, it's red light. I don't know why it's red light, but that just adds to the horror of it there. And so she's calling the cat up, and there's no sound. The cat's gone, right? What she thinks is a cat. And there's nothing coming out. So eventually she gets tired of calling the cat. And I'm actually happy that she didn't go down the basement. Oh my God, like the decision making of this character was great. I like that she didn't go down there looking for the cat. I was, in my head, I was like, she's going to start walking down there slowly and run into something. God knows what's down there besides that cat. But no, she didn't go down there. She just instead says, all right, I'm going to close the door. So she's, on her way out again. And when she closes the door, she can hear the steps, steps coming up the stairs. But these are not the sound of cat steps. I mean, these are heavy steps, like the size of a human steps, or a large animal. So this is when I started getting freaked out. The sound of steps, like approaching, getting nearer and nearer, that's some scary stuff. I mean, rather than seeing something coming up sometimes, it simply could just be the sound of something coming towards you. And as it gets louder and louder, it creates more anxiety. So I was definitely feeling that anxiety, that tension. And you can see the look on the girl's face kind of changing a little bit as these steps kind of got closer to her, or started to sound closer, and not like a cat's feet, super heavy steps. So as soon as she opens the door, this is when we get like the surprise shot of this terrifying demon, female type of being in there that was in the basement, just lashing out and screaming in her face. And then of course the film just cuts off. This was really scary. I mean, I think the prosthetics, the makeup, all that was super good, and I like how they showed it for just a really short amount of time before it cuts off. That was brilliant. I think if we would have kept seeing it through and through, it would have seemed way less and less scary, because you can see some of the prosthetic work a little bit here. I mean, obviously this is a short film, so I can see that a lot of the short films don't have much going into the prosthetics or like the special effects. So a lot of it is just physical, prosthetics, and that's pretty much it. So I like how this was a really short shot. It really made it seem realistic, more scary, and sometimes when we just get a glimpse of something like that, it's enough. It's satisfying. It's even better, and then the rest just stays in your mind. This is the beauty about creativity. We just kind of create the rest of what happened, like in our brains, or the rest of the appearance of this face. So very, very good. I like how they did that. I enjoyed this 100%. I think this was good. And again, it was a really short story, and I liked it. Really short, sweet, and scary, man. Really worked for me. What did you guys think for this? And what did you think about the actress? What did you think about the color grading? About the prosthetics, like the scary, face design there? I thought it was great. It all worked out for me. Let me know down in the comment section down below, you guys. Thank you so much for watching this with me, and I will see you all on the next reaction. Peace.